Here's a video. Moles moles are incredible. Moles are insane. I'm just walking past like little mole things here. Little mole mounds. I don't quite 100% know what they do. They dig underground, obviously. They live underground, they're blind, they push around under the earth. How do they do that though? Because I have like, you can see the earth has been, like here's just basic park grass and they've pushed out quite a lot of masses of earth upward from underground. And this wasn't actually here like a month ago or something. This wasn't here. And look, they just pushed these things out. There's new plants growing out of there actually. But the amount of strength they would have to do that, because I've like, you know, I've dug holes, dug graves and things. I've dug holes in the earth and it is no joke. It is not easy to get a spade through the soil and keep hacking into it and digging out like substance and material. So these moles, they must be incredibly fucking strong. And they must have like a tunnel network underground, like a pre-prepared tunnel network. So then they can't just be like under the grass here right now, just like under the soil, isolated, with no tunnels leading to and from them, like moving around, digging a hole and then it collapses behind them. They must be like digging mineshaft tunnels that kind of stay open underground. And maybe those mole mounds are like air vents, because when you're a human doing mining, you have to ventilate, you have to dig air vents down so you can breathe. Imagine life as a mole. And then what do you eat? And then if you do your mining wrong, there must be loads of dead moles just underground. They die underground because they haven't mined out their tunnel correctly. Although I guess they're pretty skilled at it, having, you know, they're born as that, like, they're born to do that job. That's the one thing they do. That's the life they chose, the life they know, and what they do. And if they, I don't know, I'd imagine there could be a scenario where they accidentally do it wrong. Because humans are fallible, animals are fallible as well. They make mistakes. You know, birds, you watch wildlife around, birds and different animals and things make mistakes when they're doing whatever they do, and some of them get stuck and caught. They normally make mistakes by just being involved in human territory mainly. When they're out on their own in the wild, they don't make as many mistakes. But yeah, the mole is adapted to do that. It must be super strong. I never realised how strong a mole must be. And you spend your life in the dark underground. And then what do you eat? What do they bring with them to eat if they get like trapped in a pocket, like a soil pocket just surrounding them on all sides, except for the tunnel they've already dug? What do they eat down there? Is there like edible residue in the soil itself that they can actually eat as nourishment? Or do they go around looking for like bulbs of plants, and when they bump into one they start snacking on it underground? Or do they know what parts of the underground the insects like to live, and the earthworms and stuff, and then they start, you know, hanging around in that area and chomping on all those as they go through? They probably have some sort of varied diet where they can subsist on, they probably drink water from the soil somehow as well, and they probably have bodies that are very resistant to bacteria, because they're literally living in like wet soil all the time, surrounding their entire body, touching them, every part of them. And then how do they poop? How do they go to the toilet and pee as well? Because you don't want to poo and pee in your home, in your little mineshaft tunnel. So they have to go somewhere to do it, don't they? And like, where do they drink? And it's crazy. What is their social structure? How would they find a mate? I guess they must hang with each other in the same sort of area, and just occasionally bump into the mine shaft of another mole. And then, yeah, how do they mate? They must hang together in some sort of gathering, like we're gonna do this together in this area so that we stand a chance of meeting a mate at some point. It's insane, the life of a mole. Crazy. I've never really thought about it that much, other than I just looked at those mole hillocks and thought, soil is really hard to dig. How the fuck did those moles manage it? And then it gets you thinking about, because I watch a lot of cave explorers on YouTube, dangerous as fuck. Action Adventure Twins is the obvious one. And then lots of mining videos, and then I visit lots of places where, especially in Devon, and when you go to the mountains and stuff, there's all sorts of mine shafts and things. And then you learn about the insanity of mining and how difficult that is and how dangerous it is and how humans aren't meant to be down there, but we go down there to get the rocks we need to, you know, start processing them into metals that we build cars and buildings out of. Splitting stones, and that kind of joins into like slavery and work and stuff like that, and survival, and how you can die quite horribly inside a cave tunnel system. Man, it is mental to be a mole. That's my video for today, guys. It is mental to be a mole. Thank you for watching. I'm so thankful for this day. I was getting really cold yesterday, I didn't even know it. My fingertips were going white, waiting for the car at the mechanics, and the cold wind at the cricket ground. And now, it's meant to be a cold, sunny day. It's actually warm. And look at this. Huge blue sky. I'd say no chance currently of rain, but my phone is telling me the further north I go, it's meant to be pissing it down raining really hard, but it just doesn't look like it at all. Birds are singing. Pre-spring flowers are trying to come out. I feel warm. I do not feel cold even slightly. The sun is hitting me and I feel warm. That is so nice. First time this year, I think. The temperature's been like this. Ah, oh, it's so good. It is so nice out. I could be camping. This is like summer camping weather in winter. This is very camping-esque. This is the same day as that warm sunshine in the park, and that's ice coming down.